Hi everyone, it's Mama Sauce and I'm back again. Today on the menu, well, human nature is we want what we can't have. I want a cheeseburger and french fries. So I'm going to make mushroom bacon Swiss burger and homemade french fries. And I will come back and show you the ingredients. And you know, it's okay when we can have things at home that we can't have out there. Okay, I have here some fresh potatoes. And I'm going to cut them up, and I've already done a little bit. I'm cutting them as thin as I can. And what I'm gonna do is, you know, I heard that McDonald's, they cut theirs, or they make their french fries and they fry them and then they put them in the freezer and fry them again. I don't know. We'll see how it's gonna turn out. But you know what? These are fresh french fries and it ain't got nothing on me. I'll show you guys when I'm done. Oh, actually, I'm cutting them as soon as not too thin, not too thick. They're more like steak fries. But what I'm gonna do is put them in cold water, keep them from turning, and I'll be right back. So here we have our patties. I think I got the last patties at Walmart. And my white mushrooms. My french fries are in the cold water so they don't turn. I'm not gonna cook them all at once because everybody else is still upstairs working. I have the romaine lettuce and just cut the ends off and washed each leaf really good. And some tomatoes. Here's our bacon, which I'm gonna put on a cookie sheet with a foil sprayed. I like to do my bacon in the oven. I like nice straight bacon. I've been there about 400 until it gets nice and crispy the way I like it. And some Swiss cheese. I almost forgot the most important part, the onion. I like sweet onions. I like to do nice and thin. Whoops. I like to do this. Make little slivers of onion. I like onion, but I don't like to bite into a big, thick onion. That's how I like it. You know what's really good is you get a red onion and you pickle them. Delicious. A little bit of salt, sugar, vinegar, let them sit for a little bit. It's really good on a burger. And I always use a serrated knife when I'm doing my tomatoes. I also like those thin. You go over there. Well, Catherine, move your knife. Okay, now we're gonna put the bacon in the oven, my tomatoes, and saute my mushrooms. My butter melted. I'm gonna saute my mushrooms. Garlic salt, pepper. Even pepper. Oh, I know. And you know we can't go to the nail salon. When we're done getting these nice and sauteed, then I will throw in I'm going to do some grilled onions as well. And raw. They're just about done. Oh, come on, let's be professional here. Yay! Take these out. Get our onions in. I'll take all the butter out. The juice from the onions. I should say liquid. Put a little bit more butter in there. And the onions. Garlic salt, because I'm a garlic salt lover. A little pepper. I don't really like garlic salt on my burgers if they're grilled, just pan fried in the house. I like them garlic salt on the burgers if they're grilled outside. My son loves it, but I'm going to be making just my own burger right now because they're all working. And it's quiet down here. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. I'm going to use some vegetable oil for my French fries. I know I'm doing my sides first, but I want my French fries and the hamburger hot. So there's the finished product of my sauteed mushrooms and onions. Now we're gonna get this really nice and hot and throw in some fries. So I'm gonna test to see if the oil is nice and hot. I don't have a fryer. I use my iron skillet. And so when I'm done with my fries, I'm not doing them all because, like I said, they're not eating. The rest of them are not eating yet. So I'm gonna make a seasoned fry: garlic salt, chili powder, smoked paprika, and a little black pepper. So I think it's ready. So we don't burn ourselves here. It's pretty hot. Woo! Who needs a fry daddy when you have a 100-year-old iron skillet? So, pretty close. Not so much in there. So that they're all getting dunked in the hot bath. Let's just say that. Put on there. Okay, then I'm also going to put my patty on, my hamburger patty. Okay, like I said, I'm kind of a plain girl when it comes to my in-the-home fried patties. I just like salt and pepper. I just went ahead and threw my patty in the pan where I sauteed my onions and mushrooms. Why not? Because it's the flavor. I want my patty well done. Buttered. Excuse me. And sometimes I'll throw them in the pan that I've done the patty, or I'll put them in the broiler. Today I'm going to put them in the broiler. Okay, these look done. Over here. I'll let it get a little melted. And here's my broiled buns. This is what I'm going to do with the fries. Just going to put a little pepper. A little garlic salt. Paprika. This is what they do for their seasoned fries. That was actually chili powder, and this is a paprika. Just like this. Shake them all up. All right, see you in a little bit. And I get my cheese all melted. The mushrooms, sauteed onions, the veggies, and the bacon. Now I'm going to assemble my plate. Hi guys, it's done. Voila, my mushroom bacon Swiss burger. I have mayonnaise on top of the veggies on this top bun. I put mustard next to the meat, which I like that. Here's my fries. They're not as crispy as I like, but you know, it's okay. And I'm gonna do a little bit of ranch. Maybe, oh my gosh, I should have had somebody open it. Oh, here it goes. I like Kraft Ranch, just a little bit. Well, I'm gonna have ketchup. I can't open it. For my fries. And there's that disgusting, everybody doesn't like the fry noise, or the ketchup noise, it's okay. And I love these pickles. The zesty bread and butter pickles. Delicious. Oh, sorry for that noise. I'll put some in this bowl right here where I can't put my ranch. That'll work. So today, what I want to talk about is this is going to be my first conspiracy YouTube video. So I love conspiracy theories, but you know, in 2008, I was online and I saw this thing about blood types and diets. Take a bite of this. Okay. And I thought, oh my gosh, blood types and diet. So I'm gonna look at that. And then, because I have a different kind of blood type, I'm a negative blood type. And the only reason why I knew that was because when you have a baby and you're a negative, O negative, they have to give you a certain shot or you may not be able to carry your baby. So the reason why I'm talking about this today is because I read an article just recently that this thing, I won't say what it is because one of my lovely ladies told me, don't say the C word, so I'm not saying it. The thing that's going around and keeping us all at home is really attacking more a certain blood type, which is blood type A. So anybody out there, not fear-mongering, not anything, if you're blood type A, just be really cautious. Let me take a bite of this juicy burger. This is gonna be a mess. So good. The mushrooms and the sauteed onions, lettuce and tomato is delicious. That definitely was a sauce queen bite. So anyway, and water to drink. What I was going to say is, in 2008, when I started, learning about that, I never thought anything about it. Then I started Googling about different blood types and all, and they say the craziest things about the O negative or A negative. I mean, crazy things. Do I look like a reptilian? No, I'm not a reptilian. So they say there's certain, this is really, if you study it or if you even look into it, they won't even tell you. I've asked my doctor, this is a funny story, a very strange conspiracy story. So I went, we had come back from Las Vegas. We were in Las Vegas for a while with my aunt, and we had come back and I had to get another doctor. So I went to another doctor and he was checking me out, blood pressure, all this kind of stuff. And then he said, I said, I don't know how we got talking about blood and types. And I said, oh, he said, I want to do some blood work on you. I said, okay. I said, oh, you just want my O negative blood, kind of joking. He said, excuse me. He said, you're a O negative? I said, uh-huh. So he walked into the lab and he told the girl that was drawing the blood, which was his daughter, he said, I want you to do a full panel, everything on her and the DNA. He walked out of the room. I said, why is he doing a DNA? Oh, well, they just want to, to see if you're predisposed to certain things. And I said, oh, okay, no big deal. So he told me that test would be back in about 2 weeks. So I called him in 2 weeks. Oh, they're not in yet. I called him 2 weeks later. Oh, it's not in yet. Finally, I went back to my next appointment and I said, what's going on? Oh no, I had called. And the nurse told me, oh yeah, all the results are in. I said, okay, good. I have my monthly appointment. So when I come in, I'll check it out. She said, okay, yeah. Went in there and the nurse was doing the blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. And then she went, I said, you know, I want to know what the DNA things came back as. And she says, okay. She walked out of the room and she came back and the doctor came back and I said, where are the results? And he says, oh, we're going to print them off. So they both went out, then they both came in and he says, well, I can't print them off. And I said, why? And he said, there's a restriction. They will not allow me to print it off. I said, why? So there goes my conspiracy mind going. I said, why aren't they going to print off my DNA? So he says, maybe it's the insurance, maybe it wasn't approved, I don't know. So anyway, I said, well, that's very strange. So I went home and told my husband, and I went back for my next appointment. I said, what is going on? How come I can't get that? This is so crazy. The doctor was gone, and there was a new doctor there. And I said, oh, where did Dr. So-and-so go? Oh, well, I bought this practice out. I said, oh, really? I said, well, I had some blood work done, and he said he couldn't give me the results and couldn't print them off, or there was a restriction on it. So he went out of the room, and he came back in. He goes, well, I'm very sorry, Mrs. Beltran. He said, those reports are no longer here. I said, why? Where are they? He said, well, it looks like Dr. So-and-so sold them. I said, sold them? I said, you're saying he sold my DNA? He did. He sold my DNA. And I said, to who? He goes, I'm not really sure. He's no longer here. Now, come on. If that happened to you, what, do you think something really strange is going on? It was crazy. This burger is so good. I'm yapping and not eating, but I'm not really a mukbanger. I just like to cook and eat and maybe talk. So anyway, this is really so delicious. Delicious. I keep hitting the table with my big elbows. So in my research, I found out that there's only, in the whole world's population, 7%, well, there's 15%, and how can they tell everything? Because not everybody can get tested, but according to them, 15% of the world's population has a rhesus negative blood type. It could be A, B, O, or AB, either negative or positive. And so, and out of that 15%, 7% are O negatives. It's just weird. When I asked, oh, and that same doctor, when I was talking to him, when he said, well, I can't print them off, I was sitting there talking to him, I said, well, this is very strange. I said, can you tell me a little bit about blood types and O negatives? And he said, well, we never would have known anything about the O negative blood type if it wasn't for World War II and the experiments that were going on. I'm like, oh, weird. So just to let you know, no spoiler alert, I'm not a god. I'm not a lizard. I'm just me. Oh well. They say some of the traits of the O negative is really kind of interesting. You know, they're supposed to be like more perceptive, a worrier, because we feel like, and this is one trait I can really relate to. If I feel out of control, like if I feel like my surroundings are, I get to be a little bit nervous. So am I a control freak? I said, no, maybe a little bit. I have to battle with the fear. I used to be so bad with fear. I'm not that bad anymore. I'm getting better. Big bite. This is so good. It'd be even better if I could open it. I can't open it. Oh well. Let me get my pickle. fear is a crippling thing. And they said the most common fear, excuse me, of that blood type is a fear of heights. That's me. It's really kind of funny. I mean, I don't believe in everything, and they say this and they say that, but I can relate to some of those things. Ask anybody who lives in Bowie, a little town. When we first came to Texas, okay, so we moved to Texas back in '94. My husband is Hispanic, and my sons were teenagers, and my oldest son, we lived in LA, in the Valley, and because I guess my husband is Hispanic, my oldest son, he looks Hispanic. So as a teenager, they kept trying to jump him in the gangs, and it was just a horrible mess. And we had a friend who lost his son to a drive-by shooting. It was really bad, horrible. So we decided we were going to raise our kids, finish raising our kids. I think my daughter was 14, and my other son was 16, and my oldest was 18. We would come to Texas. So that's how we came to Texas. My husband's from Texas. My mom's family came on the covered wagon. So there's a lot of history here for us. So anyway, we moved to Texas, but I'm getting back to this fear thing. Everybody in the town knows if there was a tornado. Okay, first of all, we came in '94. Let me back a little bit. This is interesting. We were living in Sylmar, which is really close to the Northridge quake. Oh my goodness. We were packing to come to Texas, and that quake hit. Oh, it was so horrible. We were right there, almost near the epicenter, and let me just tell you, we packed a little faster. So we came to Texas, and we came in January of that year. Well, then the spring came, and you know what comes with spring in Texas is the bad weather. So the tornadoes, they used to call me Dorothy Doppler. I would watch the weather like crazy. And I'm talking about it because it's kind of funny now, but it is horrible to be crippled by fear. Horrible. So anyway, they would say a tornado watch. I would be watching the TV. I'd be watching the radar. They say tornado watch. I go to school and get my kids out of school. The whole town called me Dorothy Doppler. And it's funny now, but you know what I've learned is that we don't have to fear anything that's going on. It is what it is. I believe in destiny, and you know, things are going to happen. That's going to happen, and we just have to be staying positive and not walking in fear. Because when I say that my life was crippled by fear, I am not even joking. I know that my daughters talked about how I worked on a film back in '86 with Julia Roberts, that Mystic Pizza, and we flew from LA all the way to New York, and my mom came with me because my greatest fear was flying. Oh my goodness, I didn't want to ever get on a plane. So she flew with me. We went out there, and I suffered for the whole 4 weeks on location with a horrible muscle spasm in my neck because I was like this. My mom was snoring next to me, sleeping like a baby. She was a good flyer. But anyway, it shook me so bad. When we finished, we wrapped that film. I cashed in my airplane ticket. I told everybody, I said, I'm not flying home. It took me 3 days to get from LA back to Los Angeles. True story, on a Greyhound bus. I met a lot of cool people though. It was good. Very good. This is my second video with not really a recipe. Oh my goodness. Just showing you how I like to make hamburgers. I guess the moral of my topic today, yeah, the blood types, they are a conspiracy. Excuse me. However, And you can't really get any answers because nobody really knows. This is kind of interesting. But if you're a mom and or you're going to have a baby, you know, of course they check your blood type, and that's when I found out that I was like that, and my mom and my grandmother, and on and on. And there are certain areas in the world where there's a high concentration of that certain blood type. I'm looking outside because behind you guys, where you can't see, is beautiful backyard, and the birds are the green trees. It's so pretty, so I'm distracted. I'm sorry. But anyway, there's a high concentration of a certain like negative blood type in England, not England, I'm sorry, Ireland, Scotland. And it's just very interesting. So my mom was Scotch-Irish, mostly Scotch, Irish, English, and my dad was Portuguese. So I'm a little bit of a mix. So today, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this water cap on. I'm full. It's so good. I'm not gonna waste it, I promise, but I will eat it after a while. My brother, Big Daddy, goes, quit touching your shirt. It's just a habit. Maybe it's a nervous habit, I don't know. But anyway, I love you guys. And my message today, along with the little conspiracy thing, is do not walk in fear. Let's all just walk, keep our eyes focused, stay positive, walk in love and walk in light, and just enjoy the situation that we're in, because we can't do anything about it but pray. So I love you guys very much, and I hope that everyone stays safe. And I haven't known anybody in my sphere, thank the good Lord, that has it or that is sick, and let's keep it that way. Thank you guys. Love you.